What's going on YouTube? Today we got the G-Speed back up on the bench. As you guys seen it last time, well that's kind of a lie. As you guys seen last video, I kinda assembled the axles off camera since I was having a hard time with the front, but that's nothing on Vanquish, that is on me. And I also did the rear. And I was gonna run a behind the axle mount for the servo, but that didn't really work out too well. I didn't know where to put the link for the driver's side or how to kind of mount that, if it mounted to that as well, because there's like a tab on the side. I didn't know. So now we're running an SOA mount or servo on axle instead, that I robbed out of the VRD carbon kit that I got from Trucks of Freedom. So I just swapped the SOA mount for the behind the axle, so if I ever sell it or whatever, then I still mount a servo. My servo and axle mount wasn't really straight last time either. It was kind of like on an angle. Couldn't really figure out why, but it turned out I had like two different lengths going on that side, so it made everything not straight. So I get right into it, and I had to order links because the ones that came with the kit that I got, which is for a VS410 Pro, the tops aren't long enough because the skid is an angled skid on the G-Speed GS-V4, and they just won't reach. So I got 150 mil, thinking it was okay, and then no, it's too long. So then I bought 140, which is what we have here, pre-assembled before I recorded. They don't come pre-assembled. You buy the titanium rod part separately, and they have them in 5mm increments, I believe. I don't remember. But hopefully these fit so we can get this rear axle hung officially. I'm going to bring you guys closer so we can get to wrenching. Now that you guys are closer, the moment of truth with these links. Will they fit or will they not? I'm going to get you guys a good angle of this failure. I don't know, there's no really good angle to put you guys at. And for these two rods, I think it was $12. So it's not too bad, but you keep buying titanium. Oh snap. 140 millimeters it is. So for those of you who want to run a G-Speed GS-V4 and you got some pro titanium rod ends, you're gonna have to purchase 140 millimeter for the rear top links, because those ones that come in the kit, like I said, they're too short. The fronts, all the fronts are fine, the steering link's fine, it's just the top rear that you're gonna need longer links for. My pan of hardware. Call it a pan because we're gonna be going digging into the tray here, which is my magnet tray that's actually getting used for once. Well, first we're gonna have to undo the 2mm hole here, and while we do that, you might as well put these on. These are G-Speed hard body mounts, which I believe are originally for the C1V1. Of course, classic me, don't have anything to open these with. I thought I was all ready. Well, I believe these should still work, because this is the way that the body is going to be mounted. Here they are. Here's one of them. And then these holes is what your body mounts to, which I mocked up while it was in the packaging, just holding it there. I believe we're only going to pick up one hole from this. So I'm going to have to figure out some other ways to keep the body more secure. Now we need a 2mm to undo the one screw in here, and then we're also going to need a 1.5mm for the screw that actually does the link. Or you can go SCX-10 one and just get one extremely long one that does them all. No, it's not like that. It's just a really long one that goes from here to here all the way around on the 10 one. Or you could do one extremely long one that just does them all. Okay. Now, is there one in here already? I don't think so. So we're going to grab it. Screw here. We're going to do this side first since I already have everything kind of ready for it. Oh, and it will hold it perfectly. Have it resting on the part that's going to go onto the axle. I just grabbed my 2mm driver for 1.5 screw. Why doesn't this fit? Am I getting excited? Because not only I might be able to get that body sent off soon, we're gonna have this thing a roller by tonight. Because literally everything that I want to do tonight, well, at least in this video, will roll. I just gotta quickly go and grab a longer drive shaft because I forgot when I ordered these ones, because they're just the Incision steel drive shafts, which I believe are just like 10-2 drive shafts. And that rear is not going to be long enough. The front, sure. The rear, no. So oddly enough, I do have longer drive shafts from when I attempted to build a custom rig a little bit ago, which was the C1V1. Well, it wasn't my first attempt. My first attempt on piecing a rig together, I got off of a guy in the Niagara Area Crawlers group. That didn't go so well because it didn't get finished being built. Okay, link is in, at least for the... Okay, I love how good these fit and where they're supposed to on the head of the screw, but when I want it to let go, I kind of want it to let go. Is this going to be long enough? No, it will not. Will this be long enough? Yes, it will. And I will need a nut. But for now, this will do. So, I said how we're going to be running how I said we were when I started building these axles. If you haven't watched the first part, definitely go and watch that. And then we can watch the dumpster fire that the first part of this build series was. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm getting a little excited now. I'm jumping around because we still have to put the sliders on. I get like that, especially when I'm on camera. But you think I'd be used to this, especially having a gaming channel for 4 years before this. Oh, I'm gonna, no. Okay. Well, this was kind of just in the background thing that I did while I had my gaming channel, which is still up. It's Toxic Goose Gamer. Did that for 4 years, started that channel back in like 2019. And yeah, it didn't do too bad, but wanted to get out of the house a little bit more while it was nice out. I need a new screw. I need another screw. I don't remember that one too. That's too long. Preferably one that's not rusty. Okay, and then these sliders. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to disconnect that link too. Okay. Because it takes all 3 of these holes here. So I have to undo the bottom front link. Hopefully this is still long enough, which I don't think this screw's even long enough now, to go through the slider, the rail, and the link. Yeah, there's one way to find out. Yeah, so you can see what I'm doing. It's coming. First, yeah. Okay. I don't know why I thought I had to put that 1.5 in still, but I don't, because obviously that link's hanging. Let's go here. Please be long enough. Still got more to go. Okay, now we can grab the link. And slide that on. I feel it, but I have a feeling that's the end. I need a longer screw. There we go, we got a screw that is long enough, and as you can see, it is up. I think the ESC is going to have to go on either end. Or the receiver that I still do not have yet because it was a pre-order receiver and transmitter. So gotta wait for that to come in, but until then I'm gonna have to steal my Flasky GT5 receiver out of my 10-1, which is currently in my Wraith 1.9, if you guys remembered. I bought that off of Desert RC, and the reason why you guys haven't seen that in a while is it came with a Savox servo, which is okay. Came with that servo, and I had a Shift RC GT310 something or other. Don't remember exactly. And I went to put that on, went to center it, turning. It was hitting the panhard mount of the chassis or cage, my son. Make sure it's actually coming through the way it's supposed to. Oh, it's not through the slider yet. So tried to make it work, and then all of a sudden I feel something let go. So I believe I chunked a gear on the inside. Because if you go to turn, it only goes one way and always stays that way. So I either burnt out or chunked the gear inside of a Shift RC GT310. No. Yeah. 10 whatever. I have another Shift servo in my bomber that I looked at real quick, so I thought I had it mixed up. I know I was right. Okay. So that's... things are looking promising. I still have to sand those tabs that you guys seen last time from trying to break it off the parts tree. That one. Looking for my 2mm. Parts don't stay as neat as when I started working, because they tend to grow legs and walk away. Which I am taking the Wraith 1.9 out to Robin Hood Sunday. I've made an event on the Niagara Crawlers group. If you're in that group, come on, hang out with me Sunday, 9:30 a.m. because RC stuff is usually in the morning. And it'll be a great time. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be like 30 out there, which I know for some of you American viewers, that's probably nothing. That might be rather cold for you, actually. But for us in Canada, that's fucking inferno. It's even worse when it's like 40 out. Even hotter. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, don't know if you guys are able to see that. I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna do the link on the other side. I'll do the shock on the other side, and then this side I'll do with you guys. Okay, I got that side done. Now we're gonna move on to shocks. Well, shock, because there's one singular one that we have to do, because I did the other ones already, and again, believe me or not, I'm not prepared. You guys are able to I guess we're just gonna deal with it. Didn't have the shock oil handy, which is something that you need while you build shocks. Well, not even building shocks, but filming. Those guys you just seen, this is completely empty, and this is just 35 weight, which is it is what I'm running in the VRD Carbon front and back, and it's been doing pretty good. So we're gonna run it front and back in here. I know some people like to have lighter weight in the front and heavier in the rear, but 35 is not bad. Let me add like a tad bit more. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, I'm gonna regret this decision, aren't I? Yeah. I like how slow it rebounds. That's nice. That's what I'm after right there. Beautiful. Okay, and then with the shock compressed, so that way I don't get no air in there. Screw on the cap, and beautiful. Okay, now that we got that in, I'm going to have to find some hardware. Got hardware that we need. We have a spacer. We have two spacers actually, and we have one long screw. You guys can't see the screw, but it's there. Moving shit out of the way. There we go. Now I'm bringing you guys over here. Oh, and might as well address that while you guys can see it. I'm gonna use this as a pointer. You can see, that gold color right there, just at the top of your screen, probably. That is a rear brass diff cover. Jesus. Rear brass portal cover, which is I had it over here. I don't know. I didn't have the part number back because it's also something out from Truxo Freedom. Oh, it's right here. Boom. I already did it because it's the exact same thing, but on this side. Okay. Ran around the shock upside down. Continue that. Here, and then we need a spacer. To space the shock between the frame rail and the springs. So we'll get some binding. And ain't nobody want that. I want your suspension to be able to move freely. I need a 2mm that is hiding behind my coffee. And this is the second day now. Ran out of time yesterday. This is lined up perfect. Okay. I gotta move you guys because I'm on an angle and shit ain't working. Still not the best. There we go. Maybe. We just got the shocks threading into this cross brace here. So there's no need to run a nut. We're gonna be able to put wheels and tires on. Well, wheels and tires are already done. Okay, I'm gonna get this button here off camera because I'm running again another little spacer that I am running in between the shock and the little loop on this side. And it's kind of a little bit of a pain, so let me do that and I'll be right back with you guys. Boom. And by the power of TV video editing done, which I did nothing. I can pause my recording and unpause it. Nothing fancy. Now we can do this side pearl cover. Didn't say diff cover that time. I'm just gonna quickly touch on something I said earlier. I am running my my bottom links are 130 and my tops are 140, and that's running, there's a hole you can see here, that's running on the second hole. And you could kind of see it's a tad bit pushed backwards, or is that fine? That could just be me. It looks kind of pushed backwards a little bit, but it'll be fine. Oh, we can put tires on. Exciting. Then it will officially be a roller. I mean, the transmission won't be in, dry chest won't be connected, but it will roll freely on its own. And after we get this rear brass pearl cover on, and then we can go and we can bolt that transmission up. I'm forgetting I need 1.5 to take the hex off. Shit. So the hex can come off, because I kind of need to take that off. And don't lose the hex pin. Put it back in there. I'll set you aside. So we don't lose it. Watch, I'll still lose it. Dummy, that's a 1.5 mil. Need a 2. Once those rear brass pearl covers are back in stock at Vanquish, and I think I'm gonna pick up a set for the VRV card. That's what I'm thinking I might do. It definitely should get some weight in the rear, because right now it doesn't really have anything for weight in the rear. It's all up front. But this has brass front pearl covers, brass SLW hubs, brass clamp rings. That's in the front. And then this is gonna have brass SLW hubs. They're the 330 SLW hubs. And brass. I can't English. Brass rear pearl covers. So we still get a lot of that weight up front. This is off now. We can focus in on this. Go. This has to come out. Pull this out, or that. That can happen. To that side. And we grab our bearings out from in there. I just stick pliers in. Kind of push a little bit on the handle. Oh, I can't do it. Now that I'm recording, yeah, like that. And it just comes right on out. It works for both. Works for both. Can't get the other one. Yeah, sure, buddy. give me the bearing from here. Oh, we're getting places. Funny. That trick worked on the other side. And here's just a plastic rear portal cover. That weighs nada. And here we have the brass one. Moving this to the side so don't lose it. Got grease on my fingers. Struggling. There we go. There's a side. And then literally bearings just go back into place. And you take your little shaft here. You get the, if you can pick it up, come on, there we go. This pin just goes in this hole right here. Gear that's covered in grease. Boom. And this whole ordeal gets stuck back in here. And then goes back. Oh no 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 no. Goes back on like so. And then you bolt everything back up, which I'm gonna go ahead and do real quick on the last screw now. Go on, and then we can put the hex back on, and wheels and tires can go on. Ooh. Well, wheels and tires are already done, obviously, like I said before. And the funny thing that I realized not too long ago, you're not gonna see, I lost the hex. Where did my hex go? It's right here. So I was just looking at this thing, admiring it, and then I realized I'm running 3 Proline Super Swampers and a BFG crawler. So we got a little bit mix match going on. I haven't emailed Proline yet. I don't remember. I gotta fix that's something's too tight. Back it off a bit. Turn. Ooh, I'm getting warm. Room likes to stay warm, which is nice in the winter. In the summertime, I can do without it being warm in here. There we go. This had things a little too tight, or stuff didn't really want to spin freely, but we fixed that. There we go. That rib screw is tightened down. Boom. We have rear brass portal covers now. And the moment of truth. Well, I know it fits, but you know, can't put on the wheels and tires. Not on camera. That is a must do on camera. Okay. I can show you guys what I was talking about real quick. Proline Super Swamper, BFG Crawler. Oopsies. Yeah, that's. I imagine they'll hook me up with a Super Swamper if I were to email them. Go. Oh, shit. There we go. All I list to see if I can have this done before the comp next month, which is in August, which would be next month. There still has been no details yet that's been posted. So if you're in that group, stay posted. But there is a run going on Sunday at Robin Hood. And I made that event. Sunday Fun Day. Which I will be taking out the 1/9 Wraith. I think I said this earlier, but wait. There you go. That's missed it. And then the annoying thing happened to me because I put my footage in like after I was done recording into my editing app, just to kind of edit on the go, I guess, or as I went, and all my shit's upside down again, which now I have to annoying. I had everything upside right the first time, and upside down, which is not good at all. So you guys be watching a video that is upside down. There we go. It is a roller, damn it. All 4 tires are on. The rear wants to. I gotta lay that shock down more because you can see you kind of have a little of a going on. A little bit of a rear rake going on, but I'll fix that off camera. Yep. Now we can do the transmission real quick. This is probably gonna be another long video. But what do you have for a transmission, you ask? Well, let me move this beautiful rig out of the way. We got a Deluxe Fab portable transmission. Upon ordering this, I didn't realize they had an overdrive version, which that would have been nice, but that's something we can get later on down the road. Here it is in all its beauty, along with a sticker. This nice little compact, lightweight option from Deluxe. It's left, so I believe this goes in like so. I go in like that. And if you're wondering what this plate is for, if you've never had one of these transmissions from Deluxe, this is just a spacer. If your motor hits your links, kind of like if your motor hits here and you're running into clearance issues, then you just have this linear transmission. It's just a spacer, but if you don't need it, you don't need it. Don't have to run it. It's there. It's the option. If you need it, it's there. I'm gonna need to dig for hardware again. Went hunting, found some hardware that I believe will work. Not too long. Hopefully. This just melts right up. I hope. If not, then I have a problem. I take a screw. Find a hole. You guys are going to be in my way. There we go. Boom, there's one. You got a problem. I don't think. That is a bummer. I'm gonna have to drill another hole for the hole on the other side because this is just a little bit too wide for the SCX-10 bolt pattern. Screw pattern. Whatever. That's okay. Some modifications are gonna have to be made. I don't think my motor's gonna hit those links. I don't think. Yeah. That is going to wrap this video up here before it gets too long. I guess that's just what happens when you piece a rig together. Not everything goes as planned, and some modifications have to be made along the way, which is okay. Thank you guys for watching.